There are certain sounds that transcend mere auditory experience, becoming instead a revelation, a whispered secret that the soul has been patiently, almost unconsciously, awaiting throughout its entire existence. Your voice, in its sheer presence, embodies precisely this profound unveiling. It arrives not as a fleeting echo, but as a long-anticipated truth, a missing piece in the vast, intricate puzzle of a lifetime's unspoken yearnings. The very timbre of your words carries an unmistakable resonance, that of someone who has journeyed through the furthest reaches of both celestial glory and infernal torment, who has witnessed the blinding luminescence of heaven and grappled with the crushing weight of hell, and yet, through every crucible, made the resolute and unwavering choice to embody and embrace love. This depth of experience, this hard-won wisdom, infuses every syllable, shaping your narrative in a way that feels ancient, authentic, and undeniably pure. Each utterance that gracefully escapes your lips does not merely vibrate in the air, it feels as though the entire universe itself has drawn near, leaning in, and is now softly, intimately whispering directly into the deepest chambers of my being. Your voice possesses an alchemical quality, transforming sound into a tangible legacy, leaving behind an indelible imprint, a profound residue that I had never even known I was so desperately starving for. It was a hunger for truth, an aching void within, that remained unrecognized until the moment your words began to unfold, illuminating the darkness I had unwittingly resided in. The manner in which you weave your sentences, the cadence of your speech, is akin to a gentle, pervasive balm, a healing current that flows through the very marrow of my bones. I had not comprehended the extent of my desperate need for such solace, for this profound mending, until your voice became the instrument of its delivery. You don't simply recount tales, you narrate stories that I never imagined I desired to comprehend, yet which, with every fiber of my being, I now recognize as absolutely essential for my soul's journey. These are not just narratives, they are keys that unlock forgotten chambers within me. More than mere conversation, your voice is an awakening, stirring dormant dreams I had long since relegated to the dusty archives of memory. These are the aspirations, the forgotten longings, that now stir back to vibrant life, propelled by the sheer force of your vocal presence. Your speech is the articulation of one who has endured the agony of being completely rent asunder, shattered into countless fragments, only to be meticulously, painstakingly, and most exquisitely reassembled, emerging from the crucible of fragmentation into a state of profound and breathtaking beauty. The words you offer are not simply placeholders for the quiet moments that stretch between us, they actively imbue the very silence with a profound, almost sacred, significance. That stillness, once empty, now hums with the echo of your wisdom, becoming a fertile ground where meaning can truly take root. Every single sentence you articulate, every carefully chosen word, feels like a direct answer to a long-held prayer, a divine response to a yearning I may have articulated or perhaps kept unspoken, a silent plea finally acknowledged. You speak with the conviction and gravitas of a soul that has traversed the scorching inferno, walking barefoot through the hottest flames of adversity, only to emerge unbroken, steadfast in its decision to cling to love, to let compassion be its guiding star. You do not merely engage in dialogue, you generously bestow the very essence of the universe's boundless wisdom, delivered through these soft, almost imperceptible whispers that penetrate the deepest layers of consciousness. And the enduring power of your voice is such that it lingers, a warm, resonant hum within the very core of my being, long after the last vibration has faded from the air, a constant companion in the quiet expanse. Indeed, you speak with the profound insight of one who has been utterly fractured, painstakingly broken into countless pieces, only to embark upon the arduous, triumphant journey of self-reconstruction, emerging from the crucible of adversity not just whole, but forged anew, demonstrably stronger than before. Every word you utter feels like a delicate, yet undeniably potent, thread, each one meticulously pulling me closer, inexorably, towards the elusive and liberating embrace of truth. You do not simply engage in casual conversation, you possess the extraordinary gift of revealing hitherto hidden facets of my own self, aspects I have meticulously shielded from the world, and perhaps even more acutely, from my own conscious awareness. Your voice, in its gentle power, feels like that restorative wind that often follows in the wake of a terrible, destructive storm, soft, perhaps, in its initial touch, yet imbued with an almost unfathomable strength that settles the chaotic residue of the tempest. You speak as though you are imparting sacred knowledge, sharing profound secrets meant to heal and elevate the human spirit, rather than to inflict hurt or sow discord. Your intention in speaking is not merely to be heard by the outer ear, but to be deeply, fundamentally understood by the inner soul. Your voice, in its sheer clarity, feels like the perfect, resonating answer to a question that I had carried within me for an eternity, a question I never possessed the linguistic dexterity or the courage to articulate aloud. And in your eloquent articulation, you reveal the experience of one who has wandered, profoundly lost in the labyrinth of existence, only to discover themselves, utterly and profoundly, in that very same breathtaking moment of revelation. Each word that blossoms from your lips carries an ancient echo, as if it were etched into the very fabric of the cosmos, meticulously inscribed in the celestial tapestry of the stars even before our paths ever converged, before the dawn of our shared awareness. Your voice, a tender embrace of sound, wraps itself around my heart like the warmest, most reassuring blanket, offering solace and comfort in its gentle folds. You speak with the wisdom and resonance of one who has not merely existed, but who has profoundly lived and loved upon a plane of existence entirely distinct, operating on a frequency of being that transcends the ordinary, touching realms of deeper understanding. In a world clamoring with incessant noise, a cacophony of internal and external clamor, your voice stands alone as the singular sound capable of quieting the tumultuous static within my mind, bringing a rare and precious stillness. You do not choose to speak in cryptic riddles or employ confusing obfuscations. Instead, you articulate profound truths, stark and undeniable, that I find utterly impossible to disregard, even if every fiber of my being wished to turn away. Your voice feels intimately tailored, meticulously crafted specifically for me, and for no other being, a unique resonance designed to connect with my deepest essence. It was a profound realization, a stark awakening, that I had never truly understood the depth of my need to hear you until the moment your words actually graced my ears, filling a void I hadn't recognized. Your words do not merely rebound off the superficial layers of my mind, echoing briefly before dissipating. They penetrate with unwavering precision, sinking deep, deep into the very core of my soul, taking root there. With every instance that you speak, I experience a profound re-encounter, a feeling akin to meeting myself for the very first time, all over again, with newfound clarity and recognition. You speak with the mastery of an alchemist, one who has artfully transformed the searing intensity of pain into the most exquisite and evocative poetry, finding beauty in the very depths of suffering. Your voice possesses a magnetic force, drawing me effortlessly, completely, and immediately into the present moment, anchoring me in a way that no other earthly influence ever could. You do not speak in ordinary tones. Instead, your utterances carry these profound vibrations, subtle yet potent, that resonate with an innate healing power, gently mending something deeply embedded within my spirit. Each word you offer feels like a deliberate, conscious step, bringing me closer, inexorably, to something truly divine, a sacred alignment that transcends the mundane. Your voice possesses an undeniable acuity, cutting through the tumultuous chaos and relentless clamor of my daily existence, compelling me to truly, deeply listen, to heed the profound message embedded within. You speak with the unshakable courage of one who is utterly unafraid of confronting the unvarnished truth, regardless of the potential for discomfort or even profound pain it might unveil. Your voice is not just a sound, it is an enduring melody, a persistent, beautiful refrain that I know will forever echo within the chambers of my mind, a timeless symphony. Every single sentence that flows from your lips feels like a direct, personal missive, a profound message hand-delivered from the vast, enigmatic expanse of the cosmos itself, intended solely for my ears. You do not merely speak, you possess the alchemical power to conjure forth entire worlds with the sheer force of your words, painting vibrant landscapes of imagination and understanding. Your voice is akin to the serene calm that descends after the most tumultuous of personal storms have raged, bringing a sense of profound peace and equilibrium in their wake. You speak with an intuitive understanding, comprehending the intricate language of my own heart far more intimately and eloquently than I, in my confusion, ever could. Your voice stands alone as the singular sound I will always, without fail, be able to recognize, no matter the surrounding din or the passage of time. You do not merely speak, your very soul, in its boundless depths, pours forth, manifesting audibly through the conduit of your words, an unbridled outpouring of pure essence. You speak with the profound resonance of one who has traversed countless lifetimes, intimately acquainted with the full spectrum of love's ecstasy and loss's shattering grief. Every word that emanates from your being reignites within me a fervent belief in the boundless possibilities of magic, pulling me back into a realm of wonder I had perhaps forgotten. Indeed, you speak as though the entire universe, in its glorious complexity and infinite wisdom, has taken up sacred residence within the very confines of your throat, ready to impart its ancient secrets. Your voice leaves an indelible mark upon the deepest recesses of my heart, a sacred etching that I know, with absolute certainty, will never ever fade. You articulate with a wisdom that is both ancient, carrying the echoes of primordial truths, and astonishingly brand new, resonating with a fresh, immediate relevance. Each word you utter feels like another meticulously placed piece, carefully restoring and reassembling the fragmented parts of my own being, bringing me closer to wholeness. Your voice, in its profound assurance, feels like an unspoken promise, a sacred covenant that you will never relinquish your hold, never truly let me go. You do not merely engage in dialogue, you ignite incandescent fires within the very core of my soul, awakening passions and purposes long dormant. Every time your voice sounds, my heart quite literally skips a beat, a visceral response to the profound connection your words forge. You speak with a deep empathy, articulating a comprehension of the kind of pain that often remains unspoken, unseen, and utterly misunderstood by anyone else. Your voice embodies a unique form of magic, a mystical force I had never dared to believe in, certainly not before the serendipitous alignment of our paths. You speak with the profound insight of one who has bravely learned to embrace the entirety of existence, recognizing and integrating both the luminous radiance of light and the profound depths of darkness. Your words unfold like an intricate, guiding map, meticulously leading me towards the very heart of myself, the elusive core I have been relentlessly seeking throughout my entire life's meandering journey. When you speak, it is as if you are deftly painting the entirety of the world with the vibrant hues of your thoughts, imbuing every landscape with fresh meaning and perspective. Each time you open your mouth, I am overcome with the distinct sensation of bearing witness to something truly sacred, a revelation unfolding before my very ears. You do not merely speak words, you breathe actual, vital life into the innermost recesses of my soul, animating parts that had long lain dormant. Your voice feels as though it was meticulously carved directly from the effulgent brilliance of stars, imbued with cosmic dust and celestial light, carrying the silent wisdom of the heavens. You speak with the profound conviction of one who has literally kissed the very edge of eternity, glimpsing the infinite, and returned to share its ineffable truth. Every single sentence that escapes your lips feels as though it was precisely, divinely meant to be spoken specifically to me, a bespoke message for my deepest needs. You speak in a manner so compelling, so intrinsically resonant, that it compels me to listen, not just with my ears, but with the very core of my own heart, forcing a deep internal introspection. Your voice stands as the living, breathing answer to a prayer that I had held so deeply within, a silent yearning I never even dared to voice aloud. You speak with the raw, untamed courage of one who is utterly unafraid to be completely exposed, to be unapologetically real, revealing the most vulnerable facets of your being. Your voice, in its unvarnished authenticity, is, quite honestly, the most profoundly beautiful sound I have ever had the privilege of hearing. You speak with an exquisite precision, as if you possess an innate understanding of the exact vibrational frequency at which my heart beats, tuning into my very essence. Every word you utter feels as though it belongs to the vast, boundless universe itself, yet simultaneously, it feels as though it was spoken just for me, a secret shared between souls. You do not merely speak, you leave an indelible, resonant mark upon the very fabric of the world with the profound impact of your voice, altering perceptions and stirring spirits. Your words possess an uncanny ability to address and illuminate parts of me that I have meticulously kept hidden, buried deep from the world, and indeed, from my own conscious awareness, for far too long. You speak about profound mysteries, delving into the enigmatic depths that no one else possesses the courage, or perhaps the insight, to even confront. Every sentence you articulate serves as a gentle, yet undeniable, force, drawing me closer, inevitably, to the truth that I have been unconsciously, perhaps even desperately, running from. Your voice is the exquisitely intricate melody that my soul, in its quiet despair, has been yearning for, an orchestral harmony it has desperately searched for through countless journeys. You speak with the deep wisdom of one who has been touched by the ethereal grace of heaven and simultaneously grounded by the tangible wisdom of the earth. Your words are not just sounds, they are like a set of intricate, perfectly fashioned keys, unlocking doors within me that I had not even realized existed, revealing hidden chambers of understanding. You speak as though you are giving voice to everything that I, in my inarticulate longing, have never known how to express, putting into eloquent words the very essence of my unspoken thoughts. Each word that spills forth from your lips is a profound lesson, teaching me something vital about the exquisite interplay of love's tenderness and loss's searing pain. Your voice, in its profound comfort, feels like a warm, enveloping hug emanating directly from the boundless universe itself, a cosmic embrace that reassures and sustains. My dear, your voice has orchestrated a profound rearrangement of my deepest beliefs, shaking the very foundations of what I held to be true, in a way that no impassioned sermon or prolonged moment of silent contemplation ever could. The sheer force of your words, when they resonate, is such that my inner demons, those persistent shadows that cling to the edges of my being, quite literally fell to their knees, disarmed by the truth. Your words carry an enigmatic familiarity, feeling like ancient memories, distant echoes of experiences I never actually lived, yet which evoke a profound, almost visceral ache within my soul, a longing for something understood yet unlived. Never before have I been so completely, utterly undone, so profoundly affected, by the sheer gentleness of another's presence, by the soft power of their communication. You did not merely speak to me, through the ethereal conduit of your words, you reached out and intimately touched the very core of my soul, leaving an indelible imprint. I did not simply fall for the allure of your voice, I was, instead, completely and irrevocably drowned in its resonant depths, submerged in its profound beauty. You speak with the authority and grace of one whose very name is whispered among the stars, known to the celestial spheres themselves. Your words descended upon me like flashes of lightning, sharp and illuminating, yet masterfully disguised as soothing lullabies, delivering profound revelations wrapped in comforting sounds. You speak with the deep, reflective wisdom of someone who has faced the ultimate transition, who has died to their old self and bravely journeyed back, returning immeasurably wiser, profoundly transformed by the experience. Each word that you offer feels like a tender, comforting touch upon a long-held scar, a gentle kiss that acknowledges the wound while simultaneously bestowing healing upon it. You possess the extraordinary ability to crack me wide open, to expose my most vulnerable core, using nothing but the delicate yet potent architecture of your sentences. How do you possess such an astonishing capacity to articulate destruction, to speak of profound dismantling, with such breathtaking, incredible grace? You do not merely speak, you possess the mystical power to summon something ancient, something primordial, from the deep, forgotten recesses within my being, an ancestral whisper brought forth by your voice. Your voice sounds like heartbreak that has, through its own arduous journey, learned the exquisite art of healing itself, transforming sorrow into strength. You speak in a frequency, a subtle vibration, that my own wounds, those hidden hurts, instinctively recognize and comprehend, offering a unique form of solace. I had not truly grasped the boundless, complex tapestry of love until the moment your voice, with its profound clarity, meticulously explained its myriad forms and depths to me. Your voice possessed the extraordinary gift of teaching my long-held silence how to breathe again, filling the quiet with a renewed sense of purpose and presence.